Excuse me.
Come please.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Please sit.
Good afternoon, sir.
Geographically, how do you explain Bangalore's climate?
So Bangalore is having a very much pleasant climate without any extremities, either in the summer or in the winter. It has been staying in the center of Mysore Plateau, because of which it is at a relatively at a very high position. So it is more than 900 meters, because of which it also receives 4 o'clock rain, which we get in the evening, sir.
The climate of Bangalore has changed over time. Now even Bangalore climate is showing extremities, especially the heat at times. How do you explain that?
Sir, it is because of the phenomenon called urban heat island phenomenon. Because of the pollution as well as the industrial dust which is coming up, it is surrounding as a dome around the Bangalore, sir. So that is the reason why are we increasing temperature in the summer days, sir.
Do you think Bangalore is still the garden city of India or not?
Sir, it was initially called a garden city. There was a time, there was a gap where it became a garbage city. But I think that it has again remake its status of garden city, sir.
How do you say that? Based on what?
So, because of the efforts of the BBMP, which is taking active steps to develop gardens all over the Bangalore, and also Citizens Welfare Residents Association, they are stopping any of the felling of the trees, especially in the near the areas of Kaban Park or Lalbagh.
You seem to be very optimistic about BBMP. How come?
Sir, they have been taking active steps again and again to improve
Tell me
the.
two steps that they have taken.
Yes, sir. So now recently, Bangalore, Karnataka Assembly has passed a particular bill of amending the BBMP Act. So they are taking steps for increasing the floor area ratio with respect to the for getting tall raised buildings, sir. So this will decrease the congestion or the demand for the area. That's first step. And second, they have been developing lakes around the Bangalore, especially if you consider Hebbal Lake, what was eventually had become a very much dumping ground for waste. It has been regained, sir.
Are you aware in the last 20, 25 years how many trees have been cut in Bangalore?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, because of the developmental projects, the trees have been cut, but according to the High Court of Karnataka, there
How
has
many
been.
trees have been cut in the last 25 years?
Sir, I'm not sure about the number, but a significant amount of trees has been cut, sir.
All right. Now, as a student of geography, uh, let's take India from north to south. I want you to travel in an absolutely straight line from Jammu to Kanyakumari. Which states will I cross?
Yes, sir. Sir, Jammu Kashmir, the initial starting state, along with that, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka.
Is that a straight line?
Yes, sir. We'll come across these states, sir.
In an absolutely straight line?
So, Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, uh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu, sir.
All right. So you eliminated Haryana from there.
Yes, sir. So, considering the state line. Sir.
All right. My last question to you. Karnataka has a lot of world heritage, correct?
Yes, sir.
What do you attribute it to? To the various dynasties or to the culturally rich tradition of Karnataka or a mix of so many things?
Yes, sir. Sir, I consider it's a mix of multiple aspects, especially the dynastic development of the structures, along with the cultural heritage which has been survived by the people of Karnataka time and again. So I consider along with this, the government efforts to save these monuments will also have led to the World Heritage Site, sir.
Apart from heritage in terms of architecture, what other cultural heritage you as a person belonging to Karnataka, you will tell an outsider, apart from the architecture?
Considering the World Heritage Site or anything else?
Any part of the culture of Karnataka.
Sir, Shravana Belgola in Hassan.
I don't want architecture.
Okay.
Barring that.
Sir, I want to put in light about St. Mary's Island, which is there in near Malpe Beach. So that's one thing. Second, I want to put in light about um, the KRS Dam. So that's
What about literature? What about dance, theatre?
yes, sir. The culture coming to literature, Kuvempu, Karnataka is also a particular place where 8 Gnanapeeth awardees are there.
Thank you.
You taken Indian language Hindi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what was Amir Khusro's contribution to Hindi?
Sir, I'm not much aware of this, sir.
Okay. He was the father of Hindi. Hindavi. Now, what kind of buildings can be built in seismic activity prone zones? How will you prevent their not being damaged?
Yes, sir. So there's a method called ball blaster method where we'll be fixing them between the foundation as well as the superstructure. So that will absorb the seismic energy which is coming from the ground. Second, I'll be using alternative materials which are very much light in weight, so that the damage caused by the earthquake has been reduced. Third, I'll be considering the survey of the particular place with respect to the building's establishment, so that if any hotspot or any nearby area is there with its rich with seismic activity, I will be reducing that particular development there, sir.
Okay, and how do they do it in the hills?
Sir, they'll be getting retaining walls with respect to the infrastructure, sir, so that any particular landslide, if it occurs because of the earthquake, that has been reduced. And second, when it comes to the hilly areas, sir, majorly it is constructed using wood as a material.
Right, good. Now, the world is flat. Who wrote this book?
So I'm not able to recollect the name.
You are aware of this book?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
No, okay, let it be. Now, elections are around the corner. Do you think our country needs electoral reforms in view of the horse trading and party switching post elections?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe with time, every country needs reforms in the electoral process. Because of the recent aspect of horse trading or the anti-defection which has been happening. So I believe that a strict action should be taken where we debar the MPs or the MLAs from contesting the elections if they are found guilty of defection. And also, election commission has to be strengthened by the parliament so that they can take penal action against any MPs or MLAs going in this fashion, sir.
Okay. Are you aware of what the delimitation process is?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is basically a process where we have to recollect the back this number of seats given to the states. So the MP seats or the MLA seats has been determined by the delimitation commission. Also, according to the population, the area will be demarcated, sir. So that is one step where we change the constituencies with respect to the changing times and population, sir.
Okay. Recently, the relics of Lord Buddha were sent to some country. Do you know which country? Okay. Now, under the Act, can they be sent or there is a dispensation also?
So, sir, I didn't get.
There's an act which governs the monuments and the safekeep of relics. So, is there a provision that they can be sent out or no?
So, because there are multiple instances where they have been sent, so I'm guessing it will be allowed under the Act, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Puneet.
Thank you.
Puneet, I'll start with your extracurriculars.
Yes, sir.
You were the best outgoing student.
Yes, sir.
What were the attributes on which this award was given?
Yes, sir. So the first majorly being the academic performance, along with representing the college in different inter-college festivals. Third being active participation in the activities for the development of the college, sir. So I was a part of NCC. So there I was a part of in the college squad, sir. And third, I've been participating in conducting fest throughout my 4 years of engineering, sir. So considering all these particular factors, I had pitched my opinion about why am I suitable, and people had voted for me, sir.
Okay. It involved a voting process.
Yes, sir.
In January, as you know, we had a Republic Day.
Yes, sir.
Between Independence Day and Republic Day, is there any difference in the flag ceremony?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to recollect.
You've been part of NCC.
Yes, sir. But I'm not aware of this
Okay.
aspect, sir.
Any three special features of this year's Republic Day parade?
Sir, it marked a particular message to the world where we are moving towards a 75 years and Viksit Bharat 2047. So it marked a particular message from the Prime Minister about this particular aspect. And second, there has been increased heightened relations of India-France, sir. So that is these two aspects are the highlights of Republic Day, sir.
Women empowerment. Women empowerment.
Yes, sir.
Was it the highlight?
Yes, sir. I'm not able to recollect. it.
Okay. Talking of women empowerment, there was a reservation bill passed by the parliament. Do you think it will really help?
Yes,
Or
sir.
it should be extended to other areas of social activity,
Yes, sir.
or confined to only the electoral process?
Sir, it is found that the Women Reservation Bill is a step forward for politically empowering women. So this is a very good step where the representative themselves will become the woman, and this will send a message about sensitization towards the society. And second, considering the social welfare aspects also, there has been multiple incentives for the woman for participating. But it is always found because there is a lack of political representation, the woman has been discriminated throughout the ages, sir.
How do you differentiate between something which is legal and something which is ethical?
Yes, sir. Legal is been mandated by any particular statute or any law. Ethical is something where the values aspect will come, sir. So most of the laws will be ethical, but not all the ethical actions can be legal, sir.
Right. I'll connect this with the last session of Parliament. There were mass suspensions of the opposition MPs, right? And in their absence, some important acts were passed. How do you connect that with being legal and ethical?
So the suspension of MPs were conducted according to the rules and regulations of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and I believe that it was the role of the speaker to judge that particular aspect. And based on few of the rules which were considered, they were suspended, sir. At the same time, mass suspending MPs and then passing the bills will be slightly send a wrong message to the society, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, PUNEET. Can you respond to this statement in the context of women? Nothing for us without us. 1 minute I give you.
Yes, ma'am. Can you just nothing
for us without us. Without us.
Ma'am, I find that this particular message is towards the discrimination which the women have faced, and it also sends a message that no development or no social welfare can happen without empowering women. So all the developmental aspects should consider inclusivity of women by the political leadership, as well as the society should be sensitized for moving towards giving equal rights.
Thank you. I would also add that all women should be in leadership roles, right? For decision making is important, so that you hear women's perspective. So it's about meaningful engagement. So reservation is that meaningful engagement of women.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, I think that that was a step which was long awaited, and it's in a very good direction. But at the same time, there was a phenomenon of Pati system, which is observed in the local panchayats. So steps should be taken that it doesn't spill over even in the MLA or the MP elections, ma'am.
So how do you do away with this tokenism?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the government should come forward for sensitizing all the stakeholders of the society. And second, women should be given capacity building as well as leadership training for becoming empowered and make independent decisions, ma'am.
Okay, let's move to your state. In Hampi has recently gained prominence as a very important tourist destination in India. So why do you think that is, and what is so special about its architecture that is drawing more and more people?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Hampi as a monument or a heritage site, if we consider, it doesn't consist of a single temple. It consists of multiple temples and being a span of development in within 400 years, ma'am. Multiple kings again and again they have come and developed the city of Hampi. And the architecture aspect, if we consider, it is majorly Dravidian style, which is built up, and there are multiple monolithic structures. That is a very much defining aspect of the Hampi monument.
And it's earthquake resistant.
Yes, ma'am.
What's so special? What is there in the engineering that has ensured that it has survived for 100 years?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if you consider the soil and the rock conditions over there, they're majorly a granite base. So this particular aspect absorbs any particular energy which is coming from the earth. And the superstructures which have been built, they are more or less has been monolithic in structure. So this acts as a incentive or as a support system for stopping any particular earthquake damaging, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. My last question. You like watching podcasts. Which are your favorite ones, and how many do you manage to watch in a day?
Yes, ma'am. Right now, the preparation has been so I'm not able to as much, but I make sure that whenever I be either traveling or I'm going for a walk or anything, I watch in a one particular day. So my favorite has been Ranveer Alabadi TRS show. So he calls bureaucrats, he calls multiple movie stars, sports stars. So I like to have a perspective of leaders from different careers, ma'am.
So that's your main focus of the podcast, yeah, because this links in with your reading motivational books,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So focus is on your development, leadership, understanding the different leadership roles and styles.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Puneet. I'll ask about your city. Now, Bangalore was earlier known as a city of lakes, many lakes, but they have almost 80% of them have disappeared. Now, of course, you admitted that yeah, there is effort to revive. In the first place, what was the reason of most of these lakes were artificial? What did they contribute to cities' life? And when lakes have disappeared, for whatever reason they disappeared, that also you can list. And what are the problems being faced by the city?
So Kempegowda built these particular artificial lakes in the city of Bangalore majorly for supplying the water to Bangalore city. So it has always been a source of drinking water as well as irrigation in the city. So from 1960 to 2020, if we consider, it has been reduced from 150 to just for 48 lakes in Bangalore. So this has drastically decreased the groundwater quality which is available. And the major reason for this particular thing has been lake encroachment by the real estate, sir. So this has been a major problem of with respect to the lakes, and right now the impact has been seen because of the urban floods which has been faced by Bangalore in 2022, sir.
Yes, so therefore, this effort to revive the lakes is there. Now, Bangalore or Karnataka has a grievance on the devolution of Finance Commission. What is the present state GDP of Karnataka?
So 25 lakh crores.
25 lakh crore. And what is the borrowing part in that?
So borrowing part 47 lakh crore is the borrowing part, sir. Sorry, I just got confused with the number. 12% it is, sir.
12%.
Yes, sir.
12%. And devolution from the center, I mean Finance Commission award, how much?
Sir, I'm not sure about the number, but there has been a loss of 60,000 crores in the past 2 years, sir.
Okay. But do you think that it has to be balanced with the state's like income, this devolution?
Yes, sir.
Is there a strong ground to relate it to state's income?
Yes, sir. So 52% of the tax has been collected by the state itself,
Hmm.
but there has been, because of multiple schemes, welfare schemes introduced in Karnataka government, there has been a lack of money with respect to this expenditure. So the share of center with respect to the devolution of taxes is very much important to carry forward the developmental
What
projects.
are the parameters Finance Commission follows for devolution?
So the first being the population size.
Yeah.
Second has been the efforts taken by the state for controlling the population policy. Third, majorly being the environmental aspect also. So 16 Finance Commission also added this particular thing also. And fourth, majorly being, sir, the GDP size, the performance of the states with respect to their economy.
Yeah. So now these parameters are decided as a policy by the central government, and FCs consult the state governments very thoroughly. And the occasion for this was last Finance Commission, and it will arise in the new Finance Commission. So don't you think that this is out of place, the timing and also the issue, because they must have brought it to the notice of the Finance Commission? So is it politically motivated or it has basis?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe that the last Finance Commission, as you have mentioned, it had consulted the states and there was no objection raised by any of the governments protesting right now. So
Yeah.
I believe that it is slightly politically motivated, the particular protest, because every 5 years the Finance Commission does consult and change its
Yeah,
policy.
yeah. So, and plus, won't it affect the federal structure of the country? Then country, it can't be balanced, no? Rich state will continue to go rich, and later they will demand that, okay, we should become independent.
Yes,
Is
sir.
this justified, this kind of demand?
Sir, if it is politically motivated, I don't think it is justified enough. But if at all any real objections or any real particular thing is there, then I believe that
Okay.
it should be there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All the best. Yeah.
Given any other marks?
Yes, sir. Two I gave.
Feedback given to you?
Feedback was with respect to the technical knowledge. I had to brush up on about my civil engineering aspects. And second, they slightly told me to reduce the hand movements.
Normally, we tell people to increase the hand movement. You are one of the rare ones who has been told to reduce the hand movement. All right. Uh, Knowledge part has a small role to play in the interview. We are looking at you as a personality, the verbal and the non-verbal communication. Uh, Nothing must. One thing I liked about you is that you offer an opinion pretty readily and pretty reasonably well. Many people hesitate to offer an opinion for various reasons. I would have either you got my question wrong or you did not know Karnataka culture. I said other than architecture, I thought you would talk about literature or dance or theatre. You told me St. Mary's Island, is that part of culture? That's a natural wonder, correct?
Yes, sir. Sir, initially I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. Either you didn't get it, so it means what I mean to say is pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Uh, because of your NCC background and that C certificate, what he was trying to ask you was the difference between unfurling a flag and hoisting a flag. Are you aware of the difference?
Yes, sir.
So why didn't you get it? That's what you were doing, right? That is the difference. But anyway, again, I don't want the knowledge part, but I thought as an NCC C certificate holder, you would have got it immediately, but you didn't for some reason.
Sir, I'll read upon it.
Correct? I have nothing much to advise you. I think you are doing pretty well. Hand movement once in a while. In fact, I think because we have been holding interview after interview, anybody who moves hands comes as a surprise because most people refuse to move their hand. Where I'm concerned, it's okay. You want to ask me anything? Anybody else wants to say anything?
Yes, no, you are a very good candidate, but just look into your DAF further and be thorough because you should not miss chance because of some ignorance of very crucial things like this unfurling of flag 26 Jan and 15th August. This is a very common general knowledge thing also. For NCC, it should be known. So that is it. And your stand on this Karnataka's demand was very good, like it was balanced. Yes. So that's correct. Yeah.
And I think the main focus on the Republic Day was women. You missed that.
Yes.
So that was a red flag for me.
If there is a lady member in the board, you should be very careful to address the sensitivities. And it's
Missed the
good we have a
most
lady member.
important one.
Yeah.
No, good job, very good job.
Yeah.
You have done a
Very
good
good,
job.
yeah.
You're a good candidate.
I like the way you balance your judgment, you know,
Yeah.
take a stand, you know. You never try to be politically correct, and never do that also, but you're very good, you know.
Keep it up. Anything else?
Good luck.
Good luck. All the best.
Thank you.
Bye.
All the best.
Thank you.
All the best.